Hello everyone, I'm Andrew Ralston. I'm going to teach you the 3 basic steps how to hit a baseball correctly. Josh Hamilton is a very great player because he has learned to hit the ball in the right way so he hits many home runs. These 3 basic steps is 1, your stance, 2 is your swing, 3 is waiting for that right pitch. Now, let's talk about your first step. Your first step, number 1, is your stance. Your feet should be square with your shoulders, not too wide, not too close. It should be square. Next is bending your knees. They shouldn't be bent too much or too little. If you don't bend them at all, then you won't hit the ball very hard or very far. So standing up is very bad. So bend your knees about 30 degrees, 60 degrees, just a little bit, but not too much. Next is your elbow. Your elbow facing the catcher should be up about parallel with your shoulder. You don't want it too high or too low because then in your swing you get all out of whack. Now when you grab the bat, your knuckles that you knock on the door with should be aligned together. It should be a straight line. And you should make sure you have a nice firm grip. And you lift the bat up, your elbow and shoulder up, eyes on the pitcher. You want both eyes on the pitcher. Now your second step, the way you swing the bat. Let's talk about what you do with your legs first. So you're square, knees are bent. As the ball approaches you, you should take a step. Your leg facing the pitcher, you should step out with. Step out. As you begin your swing, you step out. Also, you should pivot on your other foot. So the one you're not stepping with, you should pivot and you should turn your hips. Turn. That way, you are square to the ball, and when you make contact with the ball, you are square and you hit the ball with as much force as you can apply. Now, for your arms. We already talked about your elbow up like this, knees bent. As you come down, you don't want your arms completely stretched out when you swing. That takes all your momentum and force out. The way to put all your strength into it is your elbow is already bent. So as you come into that swing, keep your elbow bent. So turn your hips, your elbow is bent. So you stay square, the bat stays level with your elbow bent, and you make contact with the ball. Now you extend it out and you go through your follow through. That is what you do with your arms. Just make sure you're square. You don't want to go from low to high or high to low, because then the ball just won't go very far, or more likely you'll just foul it off. Now talking about fouls, I'm going to go into the third step. Your third step is waiting on the right pitch. If you don't wait on your right pitch, you're more likely to foul the ball off. If it's too high, you're going to miss it, or you're going to hit it, it's going to be popped up, you're going to be out, or it's going to go back into the stands. Back there, the way you don't want it to go. Also, your reaction time needs to be good. You need to make contact with the ball at the perfect time. So the ball should be between your shoulders and your knees. So when that ball comes, it should be in between here. The main spot you want it is about at your waist or your belly button. Also, you don't want it too far out or too far in. You want it about right in the middle of plate. Anywhere on the plate should be good. Now I'm going to bring a bat into this and show you how to do it. Here's my bat. I'm going to first get my feet square. Now I'm going to get a firm grip, knuckles, bend my knees, elbow up. Now as the ball is coming, I'm going to take my step and begin my swing. Your elbow is bent as you keep going. Nice level, square, hips turned, and there you go. That's a swing. Now I'm going to do it a little bit faster. Knees bent. Just like that. I just implied all 3 steps right there. Now, Josh Hamilton has perfected these steps. It didn't come overnight or as soon as he learned these steps. It took years and years of practice. I encourage you to practice, which is what will help you hit like a Major League Baseball player. And this will allow you to hit the ball. These 3 steps will allow you to hit the ball with as much force and power, and you should have more home runs. So again, the 3 major steps are: number 1, your stance; number 2, your swing; number 3, waiting on the right pitch. Apply these 3 steps to your game, and in no time, you should be hitting for the fences like an all-star. Thank you.